Hello, this is Jacqueline Sanders Blackman with Technology Expresso. It's the 1st of June, and that's a special time of the year because it's the kickoff of our 2018 Summer STEM Quiz Bowl Challenge. It's our virtual online STEM camp. Via connecting online, we set up different challenges, which includes the Kahoots platform, where we ask multiple choice questions. Our students, they can play as individuals or they can form teams. And by answering those questions, they accumulate points. And week by week, we post who are our high scorers, who's played the most games, who's most improved. And those points go toward winning prizes. Ultimately, it all accumulates, and the best individual and the best teams get to go head to head in a tournament style competition that ends at the end of the summer. This year, our end date is August 15th, where we'll hold an online live competition to see what team has the best comprehension and understanding of STEM. Anyone, anywhere who can hear my voice, who is watching this video or listening to this audio, can participate. We have church groups, we have other STEM camps that participate, and then we have individuals at home. You can form a team with a group of friends if you like. And like I said, you also can play individually. Sometimes people get their brothers and sisters together and they form a team. So, lots of possibilities, lots of opportunities. Now, let me walk you how you can set up your team and get registered. Again, anyone who can hear my voice, anyone that has the tools that are needed to play and to compete. And that's pretty much just having access to either a computer, a laptop, or a smartphone. The other part is it doesn't take up a specific time of your day. So we know kids have all sorts of other activities planned for this summer. You got summer trips, and you might be in summer school. You might have other sports leagues that you're playing in, and that's great. We encourage that. All you need to do is carve out just a few minutes throughout your week just to make sure that you get online, make sure you keep track of what the different announcements and challenges are, and then complete those challenges and make sure you post them. Now, the basis of the competition is the Kahoots gaming platform. Some of you may have even used Kahoots in school. If you want to know more about Kahoots, go to KOHOOT.IT. That's KOHOOT.IT. Now, one thing about the Expresso STEAM games is that all of our content and topics have very important history woven throughout them. We focus specifically on people of color who have made contributions or are thought leaders in the area of STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And for young people, this is important because we want to expose them so that they consider all the different possible options of areas that they might have hidden talents or even obvious talents and or passion. This is the key to finding careers and vocations that they're passionate about, that make them want to pursue higher education and explore and learn more. It shouldn't be punishment to learn about things that improve your life, help your family, and uplift your community. So let's start walking through the instructions so that you can get enrolled. First of all, step one is to create a profile. So I'm going to show you a link. If you're on your computer, you can look in the description of either the video or the podcast, and all the links that I'm mentioning, you'll see. All you have to do is click and it'll take you to the appropriate page. So if you want to pause and click on the first link, a profile page will come up. You'll fill in the appropriate information. The most important being, what is your user ID? This is the user ID that you will use throughout the competition whenever you play. This is how we determine and make sure you get the points and credits for playing any of the challenges. Okay? You'll also notice if you're under 16, do at least have your parents acknowledge that you're signing up for this program so that they'll know, hey, first of all, you're doing something constructive with your summer. And then secondly, that you'll be eligible to win prizes. So when you start getting prizes in the mail from Technology Expresso, they'll know exactly where they're coming from and how you've earned them. Okay? So that's step one. Okay, welcome back. Let's talk about step two. Now it's time to pick your platform. What is going to be the way that you're going to be playing the challenges? You'll weekly be getting our newsletter now that you have a profile, and it'll tell you what the week's challenge is, where you can do your research, get your information if you don't already know it off the top of your head. And then it'll give you the link to practice until you get your highest score. Now, you can play on a laptop, you can play on a smartphone, you can play on a tablet. And there's pros and cons for each one of those. Let me start out with the most common way, which is the smartphone and the tablet. If you'll have access throughout the summer, and again, doesn't mean that you have to have a dedicated smartphone or tablet, but one maybe the family shares, then you would download the Kahoots application. Just go to the Play Store or to the iPhone iTunes Store. Look for our mobile app and download it. Now, if you have any problems finding the Steam Dreammakers mobile app, now, Kahoots won't be able to tell you what your ranking is, how many points you've accumulated. Only our mobile app does that. But if for whatever reason you're not able to download the Steam Dreammakers mobile app, you can still play the game. Now, if you don't think that you'll have access to a smartphone or a tablet, your other option is to play it on a laptop. Now, with the laptop, you'll have to participate in our live challenges. Those will be weekly challenges that we play once during the week and then also on the weekend. You'll have to look for the posted times, which we'll put in the newsletter, and or you can call our 800 number, check to find out when the weekly games will be played. Or the third option is also to check our podcast for the week. Now, again, if you're using the Technology Expresso mobile app, we will push all those notifications out to you. So it takes a little bit of coordination if you're using a laptop, because the laptop at this time doesn't allow you to play solo. So we have to launch the game, and a group of students like yourself who also have laptops log on and play. We'll try to post several times so that it's convenient and that you're able to get on. And make sure to watch your mailbox very closely. There'll also be a couple of sample questions in the newsletter, so you can definitely begin your studying and your practicing manually. You'll just have to wait to a live event to play via Kahoots. So either way, we're accommodating everyone. So don't feel like you're at a disadvantage if you have a laptop. Now, then, let's move to step 3. So at this point, you should have either Kahoots or the Technology Expresso mobile app on your laptop or your tablet or on your phone. In the Kahoots platform, you'll first enter that PIN. You'll see very clearly at the bottom of the screen where you enter a PIN number, which is usually a 6 to 7 digit number. After you enter that PIN number, your game will come up. When you're playing the game, the first thing it'll ask you for is your user ID. Remember that user ID that I said was very important that you should use whenever you play? Put that user ID in. Now, if I didn't mention it earlier, it's very important. Do not use your real first and last name for your user ID. You can abbreviate it, you can use initials, but don't use your real full first and last name. Put in your initials if that's what you're using for your user ID, and then it'll ask you if you're ready to start. And off you go. You're ready to play. All the questions are either multiple choice or true, false. As you go through, you'll see Kahoots will take care of scoring your answers. And what you also will find is that the quicker you answer the questions, your scores are higher. And also, based on the number of questions you answer in a row, you get extra credit. So, it's so important to look up, study the questions, study the hints, and the suggested reading material from the newsletter, and then take the test. Now, if you score and your score isn't that high, don't worry. You can retake the test. That's the beautiful part. You have up to 3 times to retake it, and then you can pick your highest score. And each attempt you get credit for.